Hi, hope you're having an amazing day. So what we're doing today is the another palette tag, and this is a tag that I saw Kaily Wesley, one of my YouTube faves here on YouTube, and she's just so amazing. She did this tag last week, I'm guessing. Yeah, and it just seemed really fun. It's just a couple questions. I think it's only 9. This tag was created by Kaily Baute, and it was what, 2 years ago. So I just thought it would be fun to just talk about makeup, talk about some palettes, and if you're interested, just keep on watching. So the first question is first palette you purchased, and I do kind of want to move over a little bit. No, I'll just squeeze it in here. This is a palette that I bought, the first palette ever. I'm gonna do drugstore and HighEnd because I happen to have the HighEnd one. So the first ever drugstore palette I bought was a City Color Brown Sugar palette. As you can see, it's like super basic, and it just had like a lot of shimmers. I think it was like an all shimmer palette. It was a bunch of browns and yeah, like deep browns and a gray in there. I remember I really liked that shade, and it feels like just yesterday that I bought it. I bought it at like my second job. I worked at a clothing store and we had like a little section of makeup, and that is where I bought it. It was like $1 or something. It's crazy how time flies, but unfortunately if I still had it today I wouldn't use it because it's just, I don't like all shimmer palettes and stuff. But yeah, so that was my first ever palette that I purchased. My first ever high-end palette I remember was 2016, and it was a day or two before my birthday. My mom and my sister and me, we went to Sephora, and I saw this palette and I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. I had seen like the reveal, I think. It just looked really cute and it looked like everything I needed. Like, I'll show you right now. So let's start off with the packaging. This is the Too Faced times Nikki Tutorials. It was the Power of Makeup collab, and it did come with an eyeliner, a mascara, a glitter that I still have, an eye primer, all that stuff, and it came with the palette as well. So this is the palette, and yes, I still have it. I had to borrow it from my sister because I had given it away to her sometime last year or something. I just never reached for it. I just I didn't like it. I didn't like the quality. If you like search up any reviews, it was just bad reviews all around. They no longer have this palette. This is my first ever palette that I purchased. As you can see, it's like super nice packaging, and it opens kind of like a book. And as you can see, we have shadows, you have blushes, a bronzer, and a highlight. My sister has been really going in on this shade. So yeah, so this is the palette. As you can see, it has a lot of interesting tones. I really loved it because of these two shades right here. And yeah, I don't know, I really reached for this one a lot. Like when I used to go to work, I used to put that in my crease and maybe some of this to deepen up. But other than that, not a good palette. But this was my very first palette. It was just really nice, and I really loved, like, the packaging is cute. It's just the quality of the shadows weren't all there. Yeah, so that was my first high-end palette, and I took a long time to answer that question. Question number 2, the most recent palette that you purchased. The most recent palette is this Santee palette, and this is the Strawberry Shake. This is one that I did a look on a couple days ago. I'll put the picture right here. It's just really nice. I really love the shades in here, and last time I did use like the blues and the 2 shimmer shades. Really beautiful. I'm really wanting to reach into the pink and the red. It's just really nice. I love the quality. I love the shadows, especially in these kind of little palettes. Really blendable, super pigmented. I would swatch, but I forgot my wipes. It's just really nice. So this is my most recent purchase. Before this, I had bought the Cherry Fantasy palette, and that's one that I'll put a picture of. That one's really beautiful as well. These are just really nice, really pigmented, super pigmented, and actually blew my mind of how blendable they are. It's just really nice. These are only like $1.99, so if you could get your hands on them, I suggest you do because they are really good. Number 3, one that you regret missing out on. And for this question, I left it blank and I put none, just because, you know, I do follow trend mood and all that stuff, but when there's like releases, you know, you get excited and stuff, and you're like, oh, okay, whatever, like I wish I had that, but me, like, I could do without it. I have over 50 palettes now, and a lot of stuff, I mean, it intrigues me for a moment, but I don't really regret missing out on anything because I could probably make a palette, or I have all those similar shades in my palettes if I like look for them. So I don't really regret missing out on anything. Number 4, one that makes you happy to look at. And for this question, I chose my Color Story Mirage palette. These are palettes that you could find at Target. That's where I always see them. They are $9.99. I remember perfectly because it was just nice. I always go and I admire them. All the other ones are not that interesting, but this one stood out to me, especially because of the patterns and the colors, and it's really beautiful, especially like the back. I love how they just made this look. It just looks so beautiful. And then the inside you get a mirror, which is really nice, and then all of these shades, which are really beautiful. I just love opening it and just thinking of what kind of looks I want to create with it. You know, because the one that drew me in when I saw this palette was this deep blue shade. The quality's there as well with Color Story, really good brand, and just the quality of the packaging is really nice. I just love looking at it. I don't know if it's because of the bright colors. I just really like this palette and it just makes me happy to look at. Okay, number 5, one that you've changed your mind about. For that one was super easy and it came to mind super quick, and that is the Bad Habit Aftershock palette. They are not selling makeup anymore. I'm guessing because I don't know what happened, but they're not selling makeup anymore. So this is the Aftershock palette. I had raved about it in one of my videos. I think it was my makeup collection video. I did use it the day that I was going to New York, and it had just came in that day before, you know, our departure day or whatever. So I had put it on. It did last me 24 hours and the colors were vibrant. It just, I think I forgot about that struggle to put the colors on my eye, that when I used it again for one of my recent tags that I created, Makeup ABCs, I attempted to use this because I was wanting a colorful look and it just didn't work. They're just super powdery and it was so stressful. Like literally, like they're super pigmented. That's the thing that I really loved about them, but they don't stay on the eye. It's like as soon as you put it in your crease, it just kind of blends away into nothing. Super powdery. Yeah, no. So quickly my mind changed about this palette and I just don't reach for it anymore. And it's crazy because it opened my eyes to kind of notice the negatives of all the other palettes that Bad Habit has, that they are rather powdery and hard to blend, and then some of them don't even show up on your eye. I don't know. There is some good ones from Bad Habit, but I'm kind of glad that they aren't selling anymore, because although the packaging is 10 out of 10, the layout is 10 out of 10, I don't really enjoy the shadows that they were bringing out, and I hope that they come back and do better with that. But for now, I did change my mind about this palette. Yeah, let me know if you own it. I did see a couple of these at Riley Rose, so yeah, let me know if you own any of the Bad Habit palettes. I do have some that are so beautiful. I'm about to mention another one that really did blow me away. That one's, I think, one of their best ones, eyeshadow formula wise. But yeah, this one, no. Number 6, one that surprised you. This one, I chose my Nickelodeon eyeshadow palette, and this one's one that I mentioned quite a few times on my channel, and I just really love it. The reason that it surprised me was because I had watched like a review on, I think it was Jeffree Star who did a review on it, and he didn't like it. I'm pretty sure because of the blue shade. Let me show you the shades actually. They're just so nice. And this shade sucks. That shade sucks. But all the other shades are really beautiful and they just look super beautiful in the eye. It's just one that really surprised me. I really love like the mirror itself. It's like good quality. It's just adorable. And I'm so happy that I have it. It was a gift from my boyfriend. I believe it was for one of our anniversaries. I couldn't thank him enough because this is just a good palette, and it really did surprise me because of all the negative stuff that I heard from it. And then when I used it, I got some beautiful looks out of it. So if you haven't tried this one, I believe it's on like Hot Topic website and stuff. I haven't seen it in store, but I've seen it on the website. So if you still want to get your hands on it, I'm sure it's still available. It's just really nice, and I hope you give it a chance. It really did surprise me. Question number 7, one that inspires you the most. This question, I chose another Bad Habit palette, and this is the Pretty Poison palette. As you can see, it's so beautiful. I remember when this first was announced, I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. It just, I don't know, it's the packaging, right? And it's just really heavy and weighted that it just feels so good on the hand. It's so soft. I love it. I love that all the shades that it comes with. I don't know if maybe it's because my favorite color is purple, but I just love it, and I've created some beautiful looks with this palette as well. It's really different from that other palette that I showed you guys. It does come with a mirror, and in the back you have the names and everything. These are cruelty free. I'm just glad that I got my hands on this palette. I'm not so glad about this one. The only reason that I got this one was because in the end, I used to be on Hush all the time, and that's where I used to purchase most of my makeup. This one was on sale. At the end, they were having like the going away sale or whatever. Everything was like super cheap, and I bought this one out of a whim just because, you know, I didn't want to miss out on the sale. This one, I'm so happy that I bought it full price. I love it. This is just one that I open often, and I just look at it, and I'm so excited because I will be using it in an upcoming collab, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, this is one that definitely inspires me. Number 8, one on your wish list. And for this one, I chose my Colourpop wait, I don't even have it. Colourpop Sweet Talk palette, and that's just such a beautiful palette, and one day I will get my hands on it. And you know, it's not expensive or anything, but I don't know, it's one that I like admiring. Whenever I see somebody post like swatches or like a picture of the palette, I just get really excited. So I know for sure that is one that is at the top of my wish list, and I will be owning really soon, hopefully in the near future. And yeah, so that one's on my wish list. Let me know if you own that palette. Let me know if it's as great as everyone says. Number 9, your no fail palette. And for this one, it was pretty easy. It's my Profusion Siennas palette. This one, I don't really reach for it as much as I wish I did. It's just really beautiful. This one can also go into the category of surprising me. I heard a lot of people raving about it, and I was kind of skeptical because I'm like, you know, Profusion, I don't know. This is definitely one that you need to have in your collection. It's just so beautiful, and it just lasted all day. I remember the colors were super vibrant at the end of the day, and they're just super blendable, and the shimmers are amazing in here. I wish I reached for it more. It's not too expensive either. I believe it's what, $10? I don't know. Ugh. I know I'll have the prices down below, but this is definitely one that is kind of like my no fail palette. If I want to do like a look that is going to look beautiful for a long period of time, this is definitely the one I reach for. It's just really beautiful. So we made it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed filming this for you. All the items that I talked about, all the names, all the prices will be down below if you're interested, as well as some videos from last week. They'll be down there in the description box below if you want to give those a watch. I post every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every other Sunday. If you would love to stick around, that would be amazing. If you want to follow me on my Instagram journey, I'll have my Insta handle right here. I post a lot of finds, a lot of makeup swatches, liquid lipstick swatches, all of that stuff. It's a lot of fun. If you can come join us, that would be amazing. I would love it if you could like and subscribe. Of course, you don't have to. You are your own person and you make your own decisions, but it wouldn't hurt to give this video a like, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
We met, your eyes so blue, me pressing through. I can't forget the day we met. Your smile so bright, it made me swoon. Our love is like a summer's day.